Today we are going to learn about lesson number 12, Windows installation and troubleshooting. When you buy a new computer, the hardware engineer installs the operating system such as Windows into it. So normally you do not need to install Windows into your computer. However, sometimes it gets computed due to viruses or any other hardware software problem. In such case, you need to reinstall or repair Windows in this chapter. You will learn to install Windows in a PC and troubleshoot some common problems related to Windows. Now, we are going to see planning and installation. The process of installing Windows 7 is simple, but you should plan for it before beginning the installation. Process. The Windows 7 is installed from a boot table, CD, DVD, ROM. There are two forms of installation: upgrade installation and custom installation. Now, first we are going to see upgrade installation versus custom installation. When no operating system exists in your computer, or when you want to override an existing operating system, you need to install a completely new version of the operating system without retaining your existing files or system configuration settings. Such an installation of Windows 7 is called upgrade installation. When you wish to retain your existing files or system configuration settings, you should upgrade your existing Windows operating system by replacing the current Windows files, such as installation of Windows 7 is called custom installation. Now, hardware requirements. When you have decided on the form of installation, you must ensure that your PC has a set of minimum hardware requirements to support the operating system. Windows 7 requires the minimum configuration: processor 1 GHz or faster 32-bit 64-bit processor, RAM 1 GB for 32-bit or 2 GB for 64-bit. Now we are going to see disk partitioning. Disk partitioning is a way of dividing the hard disk into two or more sections called partitions. Now we are going to see disk partitioning. Disk partitioning is a way of dividing the hard disk into two or more sections called partitions, so that each partition functions as a separate unit. This partition can be formatted for use by a file system such as FAT or NTFS. When you perform a upgrade installation, the Windows setup program examines the hard disk and offers the sum option. First, create a new partition on an up partition hard disk and create a new partition on a partition hard disk. Install on an existing partition, delete an existing partition. You should select one of these options based on your requirements. Now we are going to see file systems. Windows 7 supports two types of file systems, NTFS and FAT or FAT32. NTFS, New Technology File System, is the recommended file system for Windows 7 because it provides a higher level of security and file compression facility. FAT, File Application Table, and FAT32 do not provide file and folder level security. Hence, FAT32 file system is not recommended for Windows 7 installation. Now, performing the installation. After planning the installation of Windows 7 on your computer, you can start the installation process. Now, we are going to see troubleshooting. In general terms, troubleshooting refers to problem solving which is often applied to repairing products, processes or systems. In computer terminology, troubleshooting often involves the process of determining and resolving any problem related with computer hardware and software. So, troubleshooting is a systematic approach to problem solving. The basic goal of troubleshooting is to identify a computer problem, hardware or software, so that it can be fixed. Many times we experience a problem such as slowing down of computer or booting failure. In such cases, we call a computer engineer to resolve the problem. If you know the process of troubleshooting, you can find and resolve many of the hardware and software problems yourself. Before discussing this process, let's first discuss what are various types of troubleshooting. First type, we are going to see user support. Some computer problems are generally created by users themselves. For instance, the user may delete some important system files accidentally which need to be restored. The user might have made configuration changes to the computer which causes it to operate improperly. Such problems come under user support category of troubleshooting. To provide help in such problems, a proper user training is required. Hardware support. A computer has many parts and devices which should work perfectly in order to operate the computer effectively and efficiently. For instance, if your computer RAM is malfunctioning, you will not be able to even boot your computer. If the CD-ROM of your computer needs cleaning and maintenance, you will not be able to read from right into your CD. Such problems need hardware support and are generally solved by hardware engineers. However, using some diagnostic tools and software utilities, you could find the problem in a specific part of your computer, such as hard disk and gate. It replaces from hardware engineer. All hardware related problems of a computer come under hardware support category of troubleshooting. Now, software support. Computer users also face problems concerned with installation and removal of application software such as MS Office, CorelDRAW and Tally. A hardware engineer also supports users in installation, removal and task completion of various application software. Such problems that are concerned with application software and software utilities such as antivirus software come under software support category of troubleshooting. Now, operating system support. A computer is useless without an operating system such as Windows operating system support involves the problem related to installation, upgradation, configuration and maintenance of an operating system in a computer. You have already learned the procedure of installing Windows into your PC while operating computer. You may face many problems associated with Windows such as slowing down of your PC processing activities due to virus attack. In such problems, you may need to reinstall or repair Windows or perform maintenance tasks. All such problems come under operating system support category of troubleshooting. Now, networking support. If your computer is connected to a LAN or the internet, you also need networking support to troubleshoot problems associated with computer networks and the internet. If you are unable to connect to the internet or install a printer on a client computer, you need to troubleshoot your network. All such problems associated with networking come under networking support category of troubleshooting. Now, we are going to see steps of troubleshooting. If you encounter any problem in your PC, you first need to analyze it so that you can categorize it in the specific area of troubleshoot as we have discussed. There are several steps of troubleshooting, however, the basic steps. Analysis of the problem. In order to troubleshoot your PC, first you should analyze the nature of the problem, such as what messages is your system giving on the screen. Are you able to boot your PC? Are the power indication of monitor and CPU on? Categorize the problem. After careful analysis, you can categorize the problem into one of the 5 types of support: user software, hardware, operating system and networking based on the type of support. Now, action plan. During the action plan, first of all, decide whether the problem can be fixed by the user or it needs a technician. If your system is under warranty, it is always advisable to call the technician. Now, implement the plan. If you have decided to resolve the problem yourself, proceed with the implementation of the plan. For software or operating system troubleshooting, take backup of your data if you are able to boot your system before fixing the problem. Now run and test the system. The last step in troubleshooting is to operate the computer for hours and test it properly to make sure that the problem has been resolved. Now, common problems and their troubleshooting. Let's discuss some common Windows 7 problems and learn the methods to troubleshoot. Now, sound card troubleshooting. If you are unable to hear sound while playing a movie or an audio clip, perform the following steps. Let's see.
Make sure that the speakers are properly connected with the CPU and the power supply to the speakers is on. Make sure that a sound card and its drivers are installed in your PC. If drivers are not installed, consult your hardware engineer to get them installed.
Now, troubleshooting device manager issues. Device Manager is an operating system feature that lets you view and change the properties of all devices to your PC with Device Manager. Check whether all hardware devices of your PC are working properly. Change configuration settings of any hardware component. Identify the device drivers that we loaded for each device. Now, disk space issues. Sometimes you need to remove unwanted files, programs stored on the hard disk to make more disk space available. Today we have seen planning and installation, performing the installation, troubleshooting and many other things. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.